What's up, YouTube? My name is Workout Plan, or I go by Eric, and you're tuning into the very first episode of Bedroom Producer Life. So let's check this out. This feels like some cribs right here. Alright, y'all. So, as it says, adventure awaits. So the sign's pointing to the left, but really, this right here is my bedroom. And I know it says Bedroom Producer Life, but we're going this way. And what, pray tell, is behind this door? Well, you're about to see. This is my little sanctum in here. This is my place to get away. Where I work on music and I'll play some video games. I collect old school video games. I like new stuff too. You know, I got all this. I'm really into the Nintendo Entertainment System. That's my stuff. And, you know, it's messy, it's a little whatever it is right now. But, you know, there's this too. So, this is my bedroom producer space. So let's talk. Ha! So yeah, this is my producer space. This is my kind of place where I go to come chill and come, you know, let my feelings out in the music. And chances are you've probably never heard of my music. I've put out a ton on different labels across, you know, across the internet in different ways. I was a hip-hop artist for a minute. I was a lot of things, you know. Play a whole bunch of instruments. This trumpet may look weird, but surprisingly, this trumpet was actually played in one of the recent tours from the Temptations. Yeah, I bought it off a guy that got injured and couldn't play anymore. And they did like a 4th of July show, so that's why it looks like this. I just never changed it. He did it himself. It's not like the most amazing trumpet either. It's like a workhorse. But I played brass instruments for a long, long time. So excuse all the outside noises. It is what it is. But I thought in this episode I would talk about me and like so you guys could get to know me, whoever it is watching this. So, how about we give that a go? The wind is howling outside. Woo! Excuse all the noise in the background. My roommate is all about the anime. But yeah, so let's talk about me. So I go by Workout Plan, Werkout Plan, and I got there via the artist name City Lights, and I started City Lights about 2014, and it began in Denver, Colorado. It's a real long story how I got there, why I was there, but I was doing national service and national service program. And I brought a keyboard that's sitting right here actually with me. I bought like the little backpack that comes with it and took it with me and did all these national service projects for a year. And during that time frame had this awful MacBook barely alive, and I was, whenever I could make time, was making music and mixing. I had the worst DJ controller you could ever have. It was touch DJ control. It was the worst thing ever. But so I had all that going on, and Jesus, him and his anime. But I had all that going on, and yeah, so I spent a lot of time working on music, just kind of finding my sound, finding myself within that music. And I ended up really deep in bass house, like really heavy bass house, playing a lot of like dubstep shows, playing bass house, which, I really enjoyed it at the time, but I was getting deeper and deeper into house, like more techie house, I guess you'd say, away from like the heavy bass sounds. And don't get me wrong, I do like some heavy bass, but I guess I just really started to enjoy that tech sound, that like really heavy percussion and the pulsating bass underneath, and I don't know. But so literally I played a show on New Year's Eve, and that was my last show at City Lights. I forgot who was the headliner in that show, but I think I played at like 2 a.m. or something, like, so after the ball had dropped. I was at the Works in Detroit, and but yeah, so in the year, that was in the end of 2017, and then in 2018 I started Workout Plan. And then Workout Plan began as this like exploration of colors and sounds and textures, and fusing like breakbeat and Jersey club and house and tech house and footwork and all these sounds, and just exploring. And that's what it began as. And that's kind of it's matured a lot since then. But to me, it's about being honest with my music, being honest with the sounds and the feelings that I have. So I have an EP coming out really soon. Dang, y'all see that? Maybe not. You were too busy listening to the anime behind me. But yeah, I was just kind of wanting to make something different, and I didn't know what that different was. But eventually I got there, and I'll say that this EP is not what I envisioned for the first EP that would identify Workout Plan, and the fact that it's coming out in 2019 when I started Workout Plan in 2018. There's a little bit of some stuff there. There's a reason for that, you know what I mean? So I just had some really bad bouts with depression and some really bad things going on, and this anime is really killing me. But I had some really bad things going on, and I made a couple songs and I made a mix and I made a couple songs, and I was fighting through my depression with music, and it really was working. And then I hit a spot where it was just bad, and I had to seek some help, and things got better, a lot better. And it's really important to do that, I learned. And when it happened, and I took like 6 months and just was like, you know, get out of my head, to like breathe and feel again. And it was wonderful when I came back, and the music just showed everything that I wanted. And my mastering and my mixing has gotten so much better, and I'm just really pumped to put this out. But yeah, so that's like current what's going on. So let's like take a step back and talk about me in general, I guess. So I'm a big video game nerd, like pretty mega video game nerd, but not as bad as my anime loving roommate back there. But you know, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with anime, just so you know. There's not, but I'm just kidding. But I'm really into older video games, Atari 2600 all the way, you know, even older, like computers prior to that. But I'm really big on collecting systems and games, and so you saw earlier my little inner sanctum. You can see something behind me. So the Nintendo Entertainment System is definitely my favorite. I really don't know why. Well, I guess I do. It's I grew up with like the Super Nintendo, and then, you know, my family members would give me like hand-me-downs of their old Nintendos, and every time I would plug them in, they would never work, and that light would just blink, you know, and you know, Zelda and Mario are just laughing at me because I can't play them, and it was a problem. So eventually I just kind of gave up on that, and then as I got older, I was like, I'm gonna make this work. And you know, I finally invested and got, you know, one, and started collecting and got deeper and deeper and deeper, and I think I'm at like 190 NES games, which, I mean, I'm upset that it's not more, but money is tight. And yeah, that's my guitar, sorry. And yeah, I'm really big on boxes and stuff like that, so I love, you know, to display boxes all around. And yeah, but video games are cool, but I collect them a lot, and I'm really into them, but I don't play them as much as I would like to, because I try to stay as busy as I can doing other things. I'm trying to think of more I can add and throw at you guys, but my mind's coming up a bit blank. One thing I can think of is that I haven't always lived in this area. So, as I mentioned earlier about Denver, Colorado, but I also have lived in Kansas City, Missouri. I've also lived in McAlester, Oklahoma, and then I'm trying to remember the name of the city, the other city I lived in Oklahoma, but I actually lived in a state park inside Oklahoma. It's very interesting. Bobcats and all kinds of stuff. I recorded a hip-hop song in a bathroom in the state park after hours. It's a long story. But dang, that's some anime. But yeah. Well, how about this? I have been producing music for about 12 years now. And I mean, I love it. I go to work and I think about this stuff. So what does that mean? Yeah, he laughs like that. It means that I should be doing this full time as a job. And I want to do that. And I'm actually taking the necessary steps right now to assure that that does happen. But it's just moving a little slow. But if it works out the way it seems to be, then hopefully I'll announce that on here. I'd love to build a little community of you guys that are interested in anything like this. This really is just, an intro to me. But in the future, I'd like to talk about things that have to do with music production, that have to do with pop culture in general, pop culture, media culture, things like that, surrounding hip-hop, electronic music. As Workout plan, mostly do house music as stated, but I'm very interested in a lot of other things as well. So feel free to post below some ideas if you got ideas of things that you would like to hear about, see about, and just because I've been doing things for 12 years doesn't mean that I know everything, because I surely don't, because I taught myself. And so I'm always up for learning and learning new ways to do things and how to better my craft and things like that, because I know it's not perfect. So if you guys want to teach me something, if you want me to teach you something, I was a Latin dance instructor for a while. I can teach you guys a whole bunch of stuff. But I digress. In the future, I got some stuff here I want to show you guys. I want to talk. I want to, interact with you guys. Do some live stuff. So let's just see how this goes. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks a lot.